It's a very important subject, and it's also very interesting, inshallah. Yeah. Okay, Fatima. Can you read, Fatima? There. Rizki. Okay, Fatima.
During the time of Uthman differences in reading, the Quran became obvious, and after consultation with the companions, Uthman had a standard copy prepared from Suhuf of Abu Bakr that were kept with Hafsa at that time. The following is the report transmitted into the Sahih Bukhari. Narrated Anas ibn Malik, Hudhaifa bin al-Yaman came to Uthman at the time when the people of Sham and the people of Iraq were waging war to conquer Armenia and Azerbaijan.
So before we talk about this, I would like just to refresh, your memory that the Quran, it was complete during Rasulullah's time, right? Rasulullah, he people they left Islam. So he went to Uthman bin Affan. Uthman bin Affan, Amir al-Mu'minin, of them. We are in danger now. We need to have what you call standard, which Quran we have to follow. So Uthman bin Affan, he asked Hafsa to give him that Quran, right? So then ask also those people who memorized and have wrote before the Quran to have meeting together. Yeah, and then not only the order of the Quran, they have to be really fixed, but also the qira'ats. And Uthman said, if you have dispute in the qira'at, take the qira'at of Quraysh, because Quran was revealed into the language of Arab Quraysh, right? So then, alhamdulillah, after months, they're ready. They have about 6 copies. So they sent this 6 copy to the big city of Muslim country on that time. You know, they went to send to Azerbaijan, to Turkey, to some sent to what you call Egypt, and then of course we have in Medina one and the other places. And then Uthman, he made very important decision. He asked to burn all the Quran beside Mushaf Uthmani. They call Mushaf Uthmani. In the beginning, people was, what? They burn the Quran. But everybody agreed. This is the smart decision of Uthman. If not, until now we are confusing. Everybody have manuscript and they believe this is the correct one. Right? So the Quran that we have now is the Mushaf Uthmani. Right? And this is one of the miracles. They start how, because, you know, the Islam, not only in the area where the body is everywhere. So we need a copy of Quran, right? So we'll talk about that. So manuscript of the Quran. Yeah? Tell me?
Well, today's letters such as ba, ta, tha, ya are easily distinguished by points. This was not so in the early days, and all these letters used to be written simply as a straight line. From this very basic system of writing, there developed over the ages various types of scripts such as the Kufi, Maghribi, Nas, etc., which spread all over the world. The later invention of printing with standardized types has contributed to formalizing the writing.
Yeah. So then, of course, you know, one of the good things, you know, the Arabic letters, you know, you can modify as you like, right? You can read the ba like this, shin like this, and so therefore, when you look at the Arabic calligraphy, is so beautiful. You know, people something like Muhammad Rasulullah, you know, in the form that magnificent. Yeah. So therefore, then the way the writes the Arabic from the Egyptian, you know, even if you now Google it, you take Arabic, they ask you to choose, you know, Saudi or, you know, Egyptian, all these, right? And the famous word is Kufi. Then we have Maghribi, we have Nask, right? All these different type of the Quran. So I think many of you cannot read, you know, in different type of manuscript that was written in different way than the Uthmani manuscript, right? Yeah. Nadia?
Assalamualaikum. However, as far as the actual script of the Quran is of the Quranic text as it is today. These were the introduction of voweling marks, tashkil, and diacritical marks.
You know, if you go to Medina and you see the Quran that in their library, you know, you cannot read it, right? I'll show you how it look like. Anybody can read this? Anyone? So before there is no kasro, no fatha, no abikol, no tashkil, right? So the word is Bismillah ar-Rahman Rahim. Of course, if I show you Al-Fatiha, you will know it. because you can figure out, right? But subhanallah, right? But that's how they read it during Jahiliyyah, because for non-Arab, if like ba, right? Ba without da. This is ba, this is ta or tha. It's them. Or like, jim, right? Jim, ha, ho. How it make different? Because on that there's no da. But the Arab can read it. Right? This called in Arabic called tashkil, right? Afif?
Tashkil is the name for the signs indicating the vowel in Arabic scripts. They were apparently unknown in pre-Islamic times. These signs help to determine the correct pronunciation of the word and to avoid mistakes.
Yeah, you are lucky, man. You live in this time. Everything was tashkil. Yeah. And that time there's no tashkil, nothing. Yeah. So next week, inshallah, I want Fatiha and Nadia to be ready, inshallah. And today, we have Fuad and Rinat. Yeah. Okay, Rinat, can you start, inshallah? I will give you the. Okay, Rinat, you can start, inshallah.
The part was Islam. What are the 5 words? The 5 pillars of Islam are the fundamental practices in Islam.
Rinat, we cannot hear very good. Can you loud your voice? Oh.
What are the 5 pillars? The 5 pillars of Islam are fundamental practices in Islam considered to be obligatory acts of worship for all Muslims. They are summarized in the famous hadiths as well. Shahada, prayer, zakat, Sawm, and pilgrimage. The first one is Shahada. Shahada is the first pillar of Islam. Muslims bear witness to the oneness of God by reciting, "There is no God but God, and Muhammad is the messenger of God." This simple statement expresses a Muslim's complete acceptance and total commitment to Islam. 5. Prayer. The second one is prayer. 5 times a day we pray Salat. Fajr is 2 rakat, Dhuhr is 4 rakat, Asr is 4 rakat, Maghrib is 3, and Isha is 4. And to get ready for prayer, we must make wudu or ablution. The third one is Zakat. Zakat is an Islamic financial term. As one of the pillars of the Islam, it requires all Muslims to donate a portion of their wealth to charity. Muslims must meet a certain threshold before they can qualify for zakat. The amount is 2.5%, or 1/40th of an individual's total savings and health. The fourth one is fasting, or Sawm. In Islam, fasting is a practice of abstaining usually from food, drink, smoking, and bad things during the holy month of Ramadan. Sawm is observed between dawn and nightfall when the adhan of the Maghrib prayer sounded. And the last one is pilgrimage. The Hajj is an annual Islamic pilgrimage to Mecca, Saudi Arabia, the holiest city for Muslims. Hajj is a mandatory religious duty from all Muslims that must be carried out at least once in their lifetime if possible. And that's it.
MashaAllah. Thank you, Rinat. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, to refresh the importance of the 5 pillars. That's the foundation of Islam. Yeah. And I hope that, I believe that all of you, maybe you did 3 things, right? You did Shahada, of course, and Salat. Inshallah, one day, when you have money, you have to pay zakat and also go to Hajj. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Rinat. Okay, Fuad.